closes at 4:30. The grounds around Arlington House will be open until 7 o'clock and offer truly spectacular views of the cemetery, the Pentagon, and the city of Washington across the river. All available from Arlington House. Automobiles trams will be by approximately every 15 minutes. Each of our stops here in the cemetery until our service concludes for the day. At 7:15, please remember to present your tickets each and every time you leave board. Also for your safety, please keep arms, legs, heads, personal belongings inside the tram at all times. Remain seated while the tram is approaching. Placing small children away from their needs. That was Finally, please maintain a quorum at all times. This is first and foremost in the cemetery. You'll notice flags being put in. We're going to be flags in this weekend for Memorial Day. Each marker here in the cemetery will receive an American flag placed 1 foot at the center in front of the marker. The next 24 hours, more than 350,000 flags will be placed. Since 1864, during the American Civil War, Arlington National Cemetery has been the final resting place for many of those who have served America, often paying the ultimate price. There are more than 320,000 people interred here, over 624 acres, and there are an average of 29 funerals a day Monday through Friday. If you look up to your left, you'll notice the headstones are a variety of different sizes, colors, shapes. The larger headstones you see were provided by the families of the deceased, irrespective of rate or rank. If you look out to your right, you'll notice the headstones are all uniform. The uniform headstone is 250 pounds of white marble. It is almost as large below ground as it is above ground. Since 1947, all of the newer sections of the cemetery use only the uniform headstone. It is the same headstone you'll find in more than 120 national cemeteries nationwide, and these headstones are provided at no cost to the family or the estate of the deceased by the federal government. The interred service person's information appears on what is the front of the headstone, while a spouse or any unmarried children to age 21, they are also eligible for interment, and their information would appear on the rear of the headstone. There are also 38 different religious symbols that can be inscribed on the uniform headstone. Coming up here on your right in Section 5 on this knoll, you'll find a number of Supreme Court justices. 3 rows back on your right-hand side, former Chief Justice William Rehnquist is interred. Also in Section 5 to your right, Justices William O. Douglas, Oliver Stewart, Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr., William Brennan, Harry Blackman. And coming up on your right, behind the Weeks bench, 2 rows back, you'll see a dark stone inscribed Thurgood Marshall, this nation's first African-American Supreme Court Justice. Now the Kennedy gravesite is up the stone walkway coming up on your right. Up at the top of the walkway you'll find the graves of the President, Mrs. Kennedy, the 2 children that predeceased the President, and of course the eternal flame. Just off the left side of the walkway you'll find the graves of Senators Robert and Edward Kennedy, both marked by single white wooden crosses in accordance with their wishes. The house up to your right, up on the hillside there, that is Arlington House, and that is the 3rd stop on Twinmobile's Arlington National Cemetery service. And the Twinmobile's trams will be through our stop here at the Kennedy gravesite, right along these benches here to your right, approximately every 15 minutes until 6:40 p.m. This will be the only stop for the Kennedy